Hello everybody, this is Justice with landbuzzer.com. I just want to do a quick tutorial video on how to actually find our properties on our website and give you pretty much a tutorial on how to go out there and find the corners of it, so when you're driving out there you're not really fully lost. You actually know what you're looking at, and we're going to do this by the GPS coordinates. The GPS coordinates is going to give us the corner to every part of the property, and we are going to first go to the first corner and then do a pretty much either counterclockwise or clockwise circle around the property. Let me show you what I mean. The first step you need to do is to simply go to our website link. Now, you will be actually sent the link, or you will find the link on our website by navigating through it. But for sakes of the video, I'm just going to show you what that link looks like if we were just to send it directly to you. So you want to go to www.landbuzzer.com/property / whatever the listing ID is, which is in this case 196. So you want to search that. Here it is right here. And here is our website. Now you can see our pricing, you can see more photos by just pretty much going through this, and you can kind of see the general layout of the property, where you're going to be driving. Most likely you might be driving through here and then driving this way and getting to the very corner right here. But you can kind of scroll through here and find the property. That's kind of what it looks like. Some neighbors. Now, sometimes we have these direction maps on our listings. You can actually click this direction map right here, and it will bring you a Google Map link, probably to the front of the property or the middle of the property. But what you really want to do is you want to scroll down past the pricing and the description, and you want to see how to find the property. If you can find how to find the property, then now you have the northeast corner, southeast corner, southwest corner, northwest corner. You want to go in order. You don't want to start with the fourth corner, because it kind of messes everything up. As you can see, there's a picture on the bottom of this as well that actually labels each corner on the map. So most likely you'll be driving up here by corner number 1, depending on your location. If you're coming from, let's say, LA or San Bernardino, and this varies on every location and property, of course. But the way we're doing is we're trying to do a pattern here, so it's easiest to actually find the property. So what I want to do is you want to actually go to corner number 1 first. So you want to hover over this link in Google Maps. Now keep in mind that this is Google Maps. This is not Apple Maps. This is Google Maps. So it works for the PC. It works for your iPhone as well. But you have to keep in mind that if you try to open it in Apple Maps, it will not load. If you open it in Google Maps, whether you use it through the web or you use it through the application by downloading Google Maps as an app on your phone, you can actually do this. And this is the easiest way to do it. So first things first, you want to click on this link. It popped it up, so now I'm going to drive to this tag on this map. I'm going to zoom in, and you can see anytime you're out there, you kind of want to really identify landmarks like this telephone line or any type of other landmark on the map. But the confusing part is when you're here, it's just a bunch of land. There's no markers usually ever, and you're never going to be able to really find the exact corners unless you do this step-by-step process. So what we're going to do here is, first things first, you're going to want to click directions. I'm in Arizona, so obviously it's a long way, but you're probably only 30 minutes from the property to an hour. And then once you get here, once you actually, this is very important, once you drive to this property, you're going to want to actually take off the directions. take it off, because now it's going to mess up the second part that we have here. Unless they updated it. Let's see. Nope. Yeah. So what we're doing here is we're going to be showing the parcel lines of this property now. Okay. So take this off, delete it. And now let's assume you're actually on this property. So what you're going to want to do is go to this upper right hand corner, and on iPhones and updates and like updates through these iPhones and Androids and everything, it could simply rearrange this, but I don't think they're ever going to take it off. So you want to do is find the filters. You want to go take off the satellite view and go to map or default or one of these other map details, or just some way that you can actually see these lines. But I find that the default mode always shows the lines. So click off satellite, and the color of the ground is usually when it's on satellite, when you can see the color. Take off that and go to default. So now you can actually see parcel lines of the property. Now, of course, the corner is not exact. It's good. I would not go out there and mark it necessarily with like a pin or something like that, but because we're often doing these corners very quickly for our customers, so it's not going to be exact until we purchase the property and we actually redefine those corners and get an exact pinpoint on where they're at. Do not just assume that that's the corner, but this is a very, very good reference. So here we have the property right here. It's actually this parcel right here. So this is corner 1 in our picture. So what would that what would corner 2 be? It would be this one, because we're going to go in it's pretty much a clockwise direction from the nearest access point. That's usually how we do the corners. So we're going to go corner 1, corner 2, corner 3, corner 4, and then once you're done with corner 4, you just walk back and it's finished. So let's go back to our listing. So now that we've seen corner 1 and we marked it in one way or another, we're physically on the property, we mark it, we're going to want to now do corner 2. So click on the link, and now you're on corner 2. So do not push these directions. The directions throw it off, and you're not going to be able to find the property. Remember what just happened. When I clicked directions, we're not able to find the parcel map. So it's easy when you're actually there because you have a blue dot for a location. To zoom out and show you an example of that location, I'm going to go to where we're at in Arizona at the moment. You can see that there's a blue dot, and everywhere you go, that blue dot follows, because that is you. That is your location. The blue dot also shows you the actual direction you're facing. So if you're facing south or north or west or east, it's going to show you the cover, the highlight, this way or this way or this way, or wherever way your direction is. So we want to zoom out, and we want to go simply to this little tag. Remember, we're on corner 2. Take off the satellite view. Put on the road map view. The corner is somewhere around the middle of this road. And sometimes this is very, very common to actually see the corner in the middle of the road. You can see the corner is a little off right here, so it's really more on the lines of right there. Okay? And what you're going to want to do is simply, that's the third corner. You're going to want to probably mark it one way or another, and then with maybe a rock or a stick or something. And then you're going to want to now walk to the third corner. Third corner is right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Take off this, go back to the listing. We're going to corner 3 now. Take off the satellite view, go to road map view, zoom in. Parcel lines are right here. Now just see that, because this was really quickly, we didn't, and sometimes when we're on the computer, it doesn't exactly do it as accurate as the phone for whatever reason. You can't zoom in as close. So now we have a closer corner. So now this is the third corner. So let's go ahead and review. We started here, went here to this part. Now we walked west, and now we're on the third corner. So now let's do the last corner. Northwest, corner number 4. Zoom in. Remember, it's slightly off. Don't worry. It's around there somewhere. And do not click these directions. So now this is the fourth corner. You're going to walk to this fourth corner and you're going to mark it somehow or some way or form. Or just visually see. One other idea you can have is if you have multiple people with you, one person can actually stand on one corner and another person can stand on another corner, and you guys can visually see how big the property is by one person standing on each end of it. So now if you actually complete it by walking from the fourth corner to the end right here, you would actually walk the full portion of the property. Now let's go back to the listing. Now we have this. Now what I was showing, we're going to try to have one of these images in every single one of our listings. But particularly these types of maps right here, Google Maps really works effectively on desert land. And I'm not sure why. When it comes to timberland, sometimes it can be a little, doesn't work as well. Can't see the lines. When you're out there, make sure you have your hand over it so the sun is not glaring on your screen so you can see these lines. But this is a free way to do it just with Google Maps. So the picture that we show is our clockwise direction of each corner. So we have corner 1, corner 2, corner 3, corner 4. It does also help when you have a idea of which way is east, north, and south, and west. So how we find out which way is north is you simply zoom out. Now, this isn't exact. So we can't assume anything is exact here. This is not a land survey. This is just an easy way to find your property. So when you go out here, just know that pointing towards the city right here is going to be roughly south. Pointing towards, let's say, Boron or whatever area you are in the United States, pointing towards pretty much the direction I'm pointing now on my GPS is going to be south. And wherever you're pointing, if you're pointing towards, let's say, Los Angeles here or at the coastline, that's going to be more towards the west. If you're pointing towards more, let's say, Tennessee or the Florida area, then that's going to be east. So let's go ahead and identify one more time. We're zooming in. If I drive out here and I'm on Highway 18 or I'm on the 138, you know, we're heading towards a kind of a west direction. When you get on the property, you're going to see that we identify the corners in such a way that you can simply kind of figure out which corner you're on. So we always say the corner on this corner, for example, would be a northeast corner because it's pointed towards, let's say, Tennessee or Florida, and it's on the north side, the very front north side of the property. This portion would be the southeast portion, east corner. This would be the southwest corner. This would be the northwest corner. Now, this isn't exact. It could be, a slight variation of a little bit being off. But if we were to do another property the same way, we would do it like this. Say, for example, is this one. This one would be the northeast corner. This would be the southeast corner. This would be the southwest corner. And this would be the northwest corner. Why? because when you zoom out, on the left side of this parcel is the coastline. On the south part is more towards Oceanside and Long Beach area. Directly south is the is that corner. So that's how we kind of do it. But for the most part, you kind of just need these links, and you need to be able to simply go to the website and click it one by one and then analyze the photo to understand where you're at. And other than that, there's more property details about it and directions on the property. And if you need help, you can always give us a call at our number on our website. Thank you. I am Justice with landbozer.com, and I hope this tutorial video helps you guys find this property and gets you there safely and saves you a bunch of time while you're out there. Have a good one. Bye.